Peace, family. Peace, family. It's been a while since you've seen us over here on Get This Wisdom Live. We have been doing our web series over from Facebook, but we decided to do a little bit different tonight. And I am your host for the evening, Shakti Sterner. We are doing an episode of Submissive Misses, and I have my beautiful co-host here with me, the beautiful Sahara Wisdom Earth, one of the most powerful earths walking this planet. Let me pull her up because her beautiful face needs to be right there. Peace, Earth. How you feeling tonight?
Peace, Earth. I'm feeling wonderful. I have my coffee, so we're going to get through this.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So tonight's topics, we decided
Ooh.
that we were going to speak upon this individual that the public knows as Cardi B and her recent public admissions of drugging and then robbing her clients, which, I'm not going to start this conversation up, but I am going to add on, robbing her potential clients. And then in addition to that, the blatant hypocrisy that the Black Feminist movement is showing right now, and Black women overall, whether they identify as Black feminists or not, it's a clear hypocritical thing going on when we just had, R. Kelly and
Ooh.
his crimes, his alleged crimes, whatever you want to use. You had cousin Jussie Smollett, and what he did. You had Mr. Jello putting himself, Bill Cosby licking out the pudding cups of people he shouldn't have been, and you got people talking about Chris Brown, and it's just a big old mess with these Black men, and then you have the Black women speaking their piece quite publicly on those particular cases. However, when we have another woman of color, Miss Cardi B, admitting what she has done, they're silent. So, Earth, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do what you gotta do, and I'm gonna, get this video shared around.
Okay. Peace. As she said, my name is Sahara Wisdom Earth. I am the co-owner, head writer of Get This Wisdom magazine. For those who do not know me, I'm also the founder and owner of UNIverse Academy, which is homeschool site, supplemental information for the man, woman, child, traditional family. Okay, so let's just get right on into it. Let's just dive into it. She's a hypocrite. I am from Houston, Texas. This really hit me hard. I just done a piece, and this was before she came out and admitted. And I understood that this is something that has resurfaced, that people have heard this before, even though it was new to me. When I was reading about it, every article I read online and information that I saw on other blogs were saying that this was something that people have previously already known about her. This isn't a new clip. This is a little bit older clip. The original clip was older. So basically, she admitted that as a stripper to get by, first of all, I've known some strippers. And if you're stripping right, you don't have to rob anybody to get by. So this was something she was not doing to get by, in my humble opinion. This is something she was doing for the antics and the fun of it and thinking it was cool. So I'm going to go over a few things. You cannot, as a feminist, as a Me Too type of person, go after. I'm not even going to talk about Jussie because I was lying. I'm not going to talk about Chris Brown because I was him fighting for his life in a car with Rihanna, so to speak. I'm not going to talk about anybody else, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly, because R. Kelly, it has to do with children. Cardi B is up there with what happened with Bill Cosby. Okay. Bill Cosby only admitted to one, and it was in a civil deposition. Okay. It wasn't, he never openly admitted it to anyone. Cardi B comes out, and we're ready to crucify Bill Cosby. Mind you, we sent Bill Cosby up the river with his Jello pudding pops. You better go tell some comedy over there in the prison bill. We don't care. We dogged Camilla because we knew Camilla knew, and she kept her mouth closed. We treated him like dirt. Fine. In my opinion, he deserved it. But if he deserves it, on the same equal sign, Cardi B deserves the same treatment. I really, really hope that some man comes forward within the statute of limitations and sends that chick up the river. I wrote an article about her, and I was saying that I felt in conflict with Cardi B because I've never liked her. But I found out just recently that when she came to Rodeo Houston, which was a farce, it was like the topless, THOT-opolis at the rodeo. I did not participate in Black Heritage Day this year, and I'm an avid rodeo goer. I'm an avid Texan. I love my rodeo. I love my barbecue. You can't take that away from me. I felt that was an embarrassment. But during Harvey, she put together, implemented this great party. Her friends came down, celebrities came down, and she did donate a lot of money towards Harvey. So my question in my article on Universe Academy blog was, does her charitable work in the community negate her persona and the negative connotations in her role in influencing Black women and influencing children and things of this nature? And understand that people say, well, celebrities are not supposed to be role models, but I know I saw on my Facebook timeline mothers with their little daughters and their young daughters going to this rodeo concert to watch Cardi B. So no, what she has done as far as money doesn't wipe away your savagery like that. And that's what she's hoping. So I do condemn her. I do not condone one thing about Cardi B. Even if she had not admitted to what she's admitted to, she should be shunned and kicked out of the Black community. I'm sorry. There's nothing good about her. Not even her money should be wanted. Okay. So today, and this is really what's been on my mind, sis. Today, I read an article about her coming out about the backlash. So she goes back and recants a little bit. She actually said that the men, although she robbed them, whatever, the men were conscious and willing at the time. So which one was it, Cardi B? And I'm asking you this, which one was it, Cardi B fans? Which one was it? Were they conscious and willing, or were they drugged and robbed? You cannot, once you slip someone anything, I don't care if they came up there to have sex with her. I don't care if he invited everybody back to his place for a sex show. I don't care. Once you slip someone a drug in their drink without their permission, that is illegal everywhere. In the United States of America, city and federal laws, you cannot say someone was willing to have sex with you after you unknowingly drugged them. And that's what Cardi B did. I don't care if these men wanted to have sex with Cardi B. I don't care if they wanted to. No, she's admitted to these things. So which one was it? Were they conscious and willing and you didn't drug them? But once you slip something to someone, an illicit drug, they're no longer legally classified a willing participant. And feminists, if it's good for the gander, it's good for the goose. If it's good for you to say, I wanted to have sex with him, it was 3 a.m, I was ready and willing, but then he slipped something in my drink, so now it's rape, then every man that Cardi B did that to needs to come forward and have her put under a jail. You can't have it both ways. You can't be a strong, independent woman and then say, but I need a man to come pay all my bills. And that same mentality is how you're doing Bill Cosby and Cardi B. If Cardi B was a stripper, I don't know any stripper who's worth any type of amount of money, which, you know, that's how she got her claim to fame. I was this great stripper. If you were such a great stripper, why were you robbing men? And it wasn't to rob a man because you needed to get by. You were getting by. That's how these men knew you. And then, girl, if you got to rob and drug someone and have transgendered people, let me be good, LGBT transgender person sleep with a man without his consent, that should be rape. And if that transgender person knows about it, they need to go to jail too. And if it was a threesome and it was a whole man, they need to go to jail too. It is against the law. We need to stop this hypocritical feminist agenda double standard. You can't have it both ways. If Bill is under the jail, Cardi B needs to go under the jail too. Why is that so hard, Earth? This is what I understand. And then I'm going to let you jump in. Why is it so hard to fathom that if it's wrong for him to do it, it's wrong for her to do it? There are no excuses. I needed to get by. Go work at Burger King during the day and strip at night, honey, if you need to get by. Pick up 2 jobs. Find a skill. Y'all don't understand. I'm livid. The way we treat our black men. Black men are so scared right now, even to say, you look nice today, have a good day, without a woman going, ugh. That's harassment.
Indeed. And here it is, Earth. Here it is. I'm sitting back. I'm listening to you, Bill. And as I spoke to earlier, the lack of accountability amongst black women of what we hold ourselves to and what we hold each other to is quite saddening. It definitely bothers me to the utmost degree. Accountability is saying that, okay, I'm in control of me and my thoughts and how I act according to those thoughts. And if I mess up, it's on me to correct what I messed up. That is accountability. We don't want accountability. We don't want it whatsoever, because we want to be, okay, she made a mistake. She's just a woman. She didn't know. She was hurt. She was confused. Somebody give the sister a chance. But when it comes to these men who commit crimes, it's put them in jail. He's a monster. He shouldn't have did it. He was wrong. He doesn't deserve anything but the jail. He deserves death. But Miss Cardi B, or whatever this.
Earth, I lost your sound.
On mute. I've been on mute this whole time. Oh God. Okay, I've been turned it up on the background. What is the last thing you heard, Queen?
The last thing that I heard was how they were like, send the men to jail.
Yep, they're like, send them to jail, kill them. But when it comes to the women, it's completely swept up under the rug. It's made excuses for her. Oh, she was hurt. She had a bad childhood. Her daddy wasn't around. This is giving all these excuses, but when it comes to black men, they get no slack. They get toward the hell down. But we supposed to sit up here and let women get away with this shit? Hell no. The accountability factor has to come into play along with integrity, because why? We have young girls. We have young innocent children looking up to her. Just, you spoke to celebrities not being a role model. They're paid. However, if you are a human being, if you are a grown-up, you know that you're in a spotlight. You know that these people are looking up to you. You know that these children are watching your every move, singing every lyric to your song. How dare you not have the integrity within you? And pardon my daughter right now. The integrity within you to say, okay, I know I'm paid to be this little celebrity entertainer. I know I may have to do sexually suggestive things because it's what I'm paid to do. However, where is the line that you're going to draw, because you know you have young girls looking up to you? So now these young girls who are on an Instagram, because Instagram don't do no background checks. It could be a 10-year-old on Instagram with a fake page, whatever. Oh, Cardi did that. She said she when she was a stripper, she drugged them and she did all this stuff. I'm gonna do it too. I'm going to do it too. So where within the public do we hold these celebrity people, not just the men, the women too, accountable for what they're doing? She's a mother, for Pete's sake. She has a daughter. So you're saying that this is okay for your daughter to do these things too then? Because when your little girl grows up, she's going to search you in and let me see what mommy did when I was a little girl. And she's going to come across that video too. And she's going to say, my children are dropping toys everywhere. Excuse me. She's going to say, mommy did it. Why can't I do it? And yes, it's on a level of Bill Cosby. What did Bill Cosby do? Did he slip somebody some pills? He drugged them, right? He drugged them white women. Okay. Who's to say Cardi didn't drug them and still have sex with them?
She did still have sex with them.
Then it's right. It's right.
She was drugging them. There's one where she drugged and they ended up having fellatio with a transgendered, a male who was a woman, that type of transgender. Like not chopped off, not going through the surgery, but a transgendered.
That is the most sickening thing I have. You know what?
I'm in tears. When I think about it, it makes me want to cry. I mean, I have been, it makes me want to call my dad. It makes me want to call my uncles. It makes me want to tell the father of my children, you know what? I don't know how you've made it this far, because the odds are stacked so much against you. I mean, our little boys in elementary are being suspended for holding a little girl's hand in class. That is normal. Or to say, I like you. You know, you can't send a note to a girl and be like, can I call you? Here's my number, without being put on suspension or going to see a psychiatrist because you're not normal. And she's running around telling people, and I have daughters. And what killed me is, even before this came out, again, even before this came out to me, I saw acquaintances, like friends of friends. You know, me and my daughter going to Cardi B concert, and I'm like, are you educated people, college educated people? Why are you sending your daughters to see Cardi B? What is wrong with you? I don't care if they make straight A's. You don't allow your child around savagery. Then the heifer gonna say she's the black, came up here talking about she's the black Selena. First of all, you're in Texas. Don't do that to us. I'm Afro-Latina. Girl, I wanted to die. Okay, I wasn't a big Selena fan. Okay, I wasn't raised on that side of my family, but I knew about her. I liked her music because, you know, when she came over. Before she crossed over, I didn't know anything about her. Then I saw the movie after she died, and I'm like, wow, you know. And she did a lot of charity work, and even her foundation to this day does charity work. And she had on the most salacious outfit with a cowboy hat on, just like bra and panties. And I'm like, this is a family event. The rodeo is a family event. So why is Black Heritage Day stripper day? I mean, these women were coming in sundresses cut up to their thighs with like no drawers on. Y'all saw the pictures on Facebook? And now she's coming out, and you're telling me we haven't heard of an FBI investigation yet? Why haven't we heard about an FBI investigation yet? With R. Kelly right now, what did they do? They went on a witch hunt. Mind you, again, if you don't do things, then there isn't anything to find. So you could witch hunt me all day, but you're not going to find anything. So yes, R. Kelly did some things. All right, he married Aaliyah, so we know the suspicion's already there. Okay, so they may or may not find out some stuff. He's fighting for his life. He's crying with Gail. I'm over that. But in the same token, why aren't these black feminists saying, where is the Cardi B investigation? Where is it?
There it is. There it is, Earth.
Where is it? I want an FBI investigation. I'm publicly saying, and I said this on Facebook, and I've left it at the city of Houston. I've left it on Mayor Sylvester Turner of the city of Houston, Texas. I am openly saying, be a brave black man. Stand up with your brothers and rescind Cardi B Day in Houston, Texas. And if we could, send that trash her money back. I would rather suffer than say anything as a Harvey survivor came from that. Because all money ain't good money, baby. My grandmother taught me that. All money is not good money. You learn that in dominoes. You about to hit 10, but you're going to have somebody else hit 20. So while we're praising her for throwing some money at Harvey victims and got our children listening to her music and paying for live streams and downloads, she's getting paid. All money's not good money. Sylvester Turner, you may have screwed over the fire department. I was still going to vote for you. If you do not rescind Cardi B Day, I will be the first one getting everybody to vote for a GOAT before they vote for you again this next election. Rescind Cardi B Day in Houston, Texas.
That's right. That's right. I'm with you all the way, Earth. And again, forgive me. My daughter is in the vicinity right now, so you may hear her. However, and this argument will be made. What about the little Kims of the world? Little Kims who was running around in G-strings and thongs and all this and that. Little Kim got charged to a year in prison for perjury, family. And she had to serve that time. She had to serve it. So what's to say that Cardi B is any different? All Lil' Kim did was lie. She lied.
All Martha Stewart did was lie. Martha Stewart didn't even lie. All Martha did was, as Cat Williams said, somebody said, Martha, they move your money now, girl. And she did it. And she went to jail and came out Snoop Dogg's best friend. Cardi B, be a woman. And I don't know what to tell you, but for you to come out and say that, and you can't even apologize, because see, once you apologize, you're going to jail, because the second you apologize and say, I was wrong, somebody going to come and say, she did it to me. They do have one gentleman that came forward, and he's still within the statute of limitations. However, he said that he just wants to go on with his life and he doesn't want to press charges. But see, that's what makes me mad about these little thoughts and tricks and whores and feminists like Cardi B. The trash like Cardi B. And the thing about it is, Cardi B is nothing but a symptom of a greater problem, because there's more Cardi B's out there. There's more Cardi B's out there doing this to our black men. And it is so embarrassing to think that they got caught up. They don't want to say anything. Oh. And that's what's going to keep her free, is the fact that and I thought about it, what black man's going to come and say, I want to have sex with her. I got caught up. I got drugged. And
that's that.
They had unconsensual sex with me.
And that goes into the fear that our men have overall of coming off as weak.
Because of feminists.
They don't feel safe to express themselves. Period. So I'm going to just be quiet, because if I say this, then what the world going to think about me? They're going to think I'm a weak ass Negro. And that type of thing, pardon my language.
Well, you know what? We have a program on Fridays called They Are Men and Not Monsters. So if there is anything any black man needs to get off of his chest about anything that has ever happened to him, whether it be from Cardi B or whatnot, please contact us, and you can come on You don't have to show your face. This is a place for you to be able to talk and about your life experiences. Shakti's father talked about his drug addiction. My father came and talked about the ups and downs of being a single father, a Black single father, you know, things that you just feel like you just cannot talk about. If something like this has happened to you from anybody, or you feel like any of these things have happened to you, Black man, contact us, and you will have your say. You will be, and it will be a safe space, and it will be non-judgmental. But no, whomever, you have a right as a Black man to speak up and say, this has happened to me.
Indeed, Queen. And once again, we are sitting up here pretty much in tears because the reality is what the reality is. And we're doing our part. However, this is an overall problem. There is a deeper root where women can do what they want to do. You can do whatever you want to do. Play victim, get a slap on the wrist, and not be held accountable for your BS actions. That is wrong. That is terribly wrong. And anybody who can sit up here in this moment and uphold such thinking are just as wrong. And we are failing our children at this
women
point.
Who would uphold something like that, I hope they don't have children, because those would be the very ones that when their child says at 14 or 15 or 16 years old, mama, something happened to me, they already consider that child a grown-ass woman in that family. So you know what? Shut up. You wanted it. Mama, somebody did something to me. And that very woman is taking up for Cardi B is not going to take up for her daughter. That auntie, you know, this matriarchal bullshit that's going on with the feminist agenda. And I'm going to say, there's two things I always say, so I'm going to get this out the way. There's a difference between submissive and subservient. I always started off this way, but I didn't today. So I Google it, look it up. Subservience, you don't have a say-so in a voice. Submissive women do, period. Another thing I want to say is this. Feminism came from slavery. It came from white women who do not like their cut when slavery ended. They were mad because white men ended up still ruling everything, and they thought that they were going to have that same, being the same level as a white man. Feminism is not for the Black family. Feminism is not for the Black woman. Feminism is not for white feminist agendas. Should have nothing and no place in our lives as a Black woman. Be you single, children, no children, on assistance, not on assistance, married, playing house. It doesn't matter what your situation is. Feminism should never be a part of a Black woman's vocabulary.
It definitely.
And I will say that till the day I die, because then you get Cardi B's.
Cardi B's and the babies that are looking up to her without the lack of proper guidance.
That's what feminism has raised in the Black family. The black feminist families, matriarchal families, this is what you've given us. Cardi B's. Congratulations. So go brag about that. That's what you can brag on. We've been raising our families for generations, and we're lost.
And definitely, Queen. When we look at the social construct of Black feminism, this is a social construct. This is something you can go to college for and research. Trust me, I've taken the course in it. When I speak upon something, I have to have all the facts laid up and laid out for you. This was created for the white women. The white women started this movement, but they knew that in order for it to become an actual movement and to move how it needed to, they had to get the Black woman, because in numbers, statistically, there were more of us than it were of them. The so-called census or whatever may have you think otherwise, saying that we're about 13 to 17% of the population, whatever. That's BS. Our numbers are way more than that. So they needed the black woman. They said what they had to say. They tricked her up. Great, fine. Now the black woman is following and behind this white girl, this stupid white woman who wants to be her, wants to be her so bad, wants her man, wants everything about the black woman. But she has manipulated this woman into thinking that her man is nothing and she don't need him. She can do better by herself by, just listening to the white woman. The white woman is now her God. Okay, great. We got all that. But when we look into the current society and how it has affected us severely, when we look at the Cardi B's, when we look at all these different, beautiful sisters of color, and they have public forums, platforms, they have a position of authority, they have a position of influence, they can really make some things happen. They could change and shift the paradigm. They could be good role models for these children. Even if they were to say, okay, I know I got to do this little terrible video, whatever. I'm going to show my body, but let me go talk to these girls afterward to let them know that I'm really doing this for money, even though that is not how we should be. But they need to explain themselves so these children don't just sit up there looking like, that's what I want to do. I want to be just like her. No. Hold yourself at a level of integrity. Go talk to these children. Go tell them the truth. Tell them that you are doing these things because you don't know another way to get money. That you feel like this is the only way you got to get to success. Tell them the truth. But no, you're steady misleading them, misguiding them. They barely have any mothers. They don't have any strong women around them, no righteous women. So they getting lost up in your sauce and your ignorance, and you think that that's fine. And we as a community think that it's fine too, because we're continuously supporting this devilishment. Right now, the Black community should be coming together and boycotting Cardi B. Just like we got the R. Kelly's music shut down. They messing with Michael Jackson, a dead man. They got his music shut down and took off. But why are we still even having this discussion with this woman?
Because she's being protected by the feminist agenda. If they can get, if they can get Cardi B, if Cardi B can come out and say, I'm this devilish, I am this savage, and they never touch her, do you know what type of win that is for white feminism and the LGBT community? Do you know, for her to say, yeah, I was drugging dudes and they were drugged up and we were end up doing stuff with, we had transgenders and stuff like that, that's messed up. But one thing I wanted to go back on was when you were talking about, yeah, I have to do these sexy videos. I have to do these videos. No, you don't. Okay. As much as it shocked me that Queen Latifah came out. Okay, fine. The Queen never had to take off her clothes. Backup dancers in those 80s and all through the 80s and the early 90s, backup dancers were clothed and they were actually dancing and doing routines. Now you have Black dancers who are men who are dancing in R&B and in rap videos. But you can no longer be a Black woman in a video and actually be a choreography, have a choreographed dance. You have to be in a thong shaking your ass. You have to be half naked. Salt and Pepper did not, even when they were doing their little nasty, moves and all that, when they were still fully clothed. They still had dance routines. When did Video Vixen when did Superhead become an actual career choice for our babies?
Earth.
But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to finish my coffee, Earth. And this was, if you could for me. Again, this is when you watch us live. This is called Submissive Misses, not somebody's watching my kids. My daughter is upset. She's crying. We've been here for an hour. So if you could please close out the show and all my people out there watching, stay strong, stay powerful, stay beautiful, and stay voiced up.
That's right.
Keep your voice out there. Stay voiced up. In the comments, I will put all of our, well, let me just do it right quick. I'm going to put it down for Ink to the People. Will be in the comments once I get her in here. I will also do we'll let everybody know, preview heads up, but I'm sure you're going to go over the exciting new website that's coming for Get This Wisdom magazine and the business issue. We are for the original people, original content, original media for original people. That is Afro-Latinos, Afro-Latinas, Black men, the original woman, everybody. So this is great. The articles are coming through beautifully. I'm really, really excited. I want to personally thank you for entrusting me with your vision and your baby, Get This Wisdom. And we have great things coming. But Cardi B needed to be addressed tonight. And again, Mayor Sylvester Turner, be the brother to your Black man that you need to be, and rescind Cardi B Day. But peace.
Peace, Earth. Thank you so much for your build. I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
Now, I'm going to speak a little bit further, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. I actually got a little bit emotional right there. However, when we look at Black feminism and what it is right now, if you are a person with consciousness, knowledge of self, and whatever school of thoughts you pertain to, if you are a revolutionary, you are definitely aware of COINTELPRO, when that was developed back by Hoover and that administration. And in that particular document is public knowledge, and I'm going to paraphrase here. It speaks on, cycle. Now, when we fast forward, to the current times and conditions within the Black community, first off, Black women, we are not your enemy. Black men are not your enemy. But as long as you view yourself as your enemy, as long as you hate yourself, that's how you're going to feel about everybody else. You're extending that energy outward. And all of these agendas are very present within the Cardi B situation. When we look into, Earth did a wonderful build on it. But one of the particular situations that allegedly took place with Cardi B, with a transsexual individual, and of course a drugged man. You're looking at the feminist agenda within that situation. You're also looking at the homosexual agenda, and so many others, just in one scenario that is designed to destroy our entire family. When we look at the rise of the Black Messiah, it's not just the rise of the Black and the Black woman also, because collectively we are here to co-create and bring forth life and extend our genetics through the children. And we are here to protect those children and to serve those children. However, if you take out the Black man, boom, first line of defense. Then you go after the Black woman, get her mentally shackled and enslaved, boom, she's done. So now the children are the most vulnerable, and that's why they are being attacked the way they are. And the attacks have not let up. They have not stopped. They have gotten worse and worse and worse. And we are undoubtedly failing our youth right now when we don't take a stand or speak for or against things that are poisoning our families, that are poisoning our communities. First off, Black women, nobody's telling you just to, view yourself as nothing. That's not what submission is about. Nobody is telling you to play dumb or be stupid. You are a highly intelligent Black woman. You have ancestral divinity running through your veins. That's who you are. So you can never be stupid. But what you're doing is being very ignorant to what's going on and not accepting our parts within this. What we have to do, what we need to do. There are some people who don't know what we know, and we are held accountable for the uncivilized. So when certain situations like this come about, it is our duty to add on what the situation really is, the truth in the situation, what we need to do. Cardi B she's a lost woman. Let's get to the heart of her. Let's get to the real heart of Cardi B. And I'm going to understand her at this point. I'm going to put myself in an understanding mindset so I can develop the message and deliver it all to you. Cardi B is a very lost woman. Very lost. You can look in her eyes and tell that she's an empty vessel. However, and this goes back throughout her life without having a proper family structure in play to ensure that she had a righteous mindset. So she got caught up in the world. She was a stripper. She felt like her body was the only way for her to, to survive. And then, that whole street mentality of it's a doggy dog world. You gotta, kill or be killed, do what you gotta do to make it. Even you hurt your own people. That's the type of mentality that she carried. That's the type of mentality that a lot of our women carry. Not just her, she's just in the public spotlight. So yes, she should be held more accountable for her actions, especially when she can get on Instagram and speak about politics. If you can speak about politics, you can have a voice about that. You can have a voice that reaches through to your following, especially these young girls out here who are following your every footstep and aspiring to become like you. So she is a very lost woman. She's very, very mentally sick, and what she did were extensions of that illness. So we all have extensions of this Eurocentrism within our minds that has us all sick. None of us are mentally in a space where we were centuries ago when our ancestors were royalty. We didn't come from slavery, baby. We came from royalty. We are all carrying traits of this illness, and it manifests in different ways. And for Cardi, it manifested in, the lack of self-worth, the lack of self-value, the lack of self-love, and her feeling that she needs to use her body as a tool to get successful in life. And that's what she puts out here for our young girls to see. However, within this time, we parents should hold ourselves to the utmost accountability to also know what our children are watching, what they are listening to, who are they taking in mentally, the mental foods that they are digesting in their brains. We have to hold ourselves accountable for that too. Pardon my head wrap. So if you know that there is a problem with Cardi B, and you know that she just put this out here, it's out here now. You can't change it. You as a parent, you as a mother, have to hold yourself in the highest level of integrity and saying, I'm not letting my daughters fall victim to, the world via. You got to be that force field of protection. This is your voice. And for those who don't feel this way, it's very sad that you don't see what she did as it's terrible. It's wrong. Those brothers were innocent victims. I don't care what y'all say about they get for sex. Okay, they were there for sex. They paid her for an act that she did not do. She took it a step further. What if they would have overdosed from drugs? What if that? We have to really be honest about things and stop being so overreactionary and hypocritical and not thinking logically. So, tonight's show was something that was like, oh, really not. We were actually just getting ready to put out a piece. Sorry, was the Earth being head writer. It suggested that we do a piece on discussing if her humanitarian acts would help alter her public perception. And like 24, 48, 72 hours later, here she comes with this. I used to rob men. She's drug them and rob them. So, we being an extension of Black media, we could not go forward with that. And the only reason why we did, because if it was up to me, honestly, we would not be speaking her name ever again. But the public needed to hear the truth from our perception. That's why we are an extension of Black media, so you can get the truth and not the mainstream media or altered perception of truth, the truth that is meant to further the agendas in this world. So that's why we did the show tonight, so you could hear. This is a deep, deep issue. It's a sickness. It's a sadness. And that's what feminism is. It's a sickness. It's an illness. It is a psychological, it's parasite, for lack of a better term. When you look at the world, and first off, when we go against science, genetics, and things of that nature, and we say that that's wrong, the way science is designed is wrong. That That is crazy. That doesn't make any sense. Science is designed for feminine and masculine counterparts and pairs. Everything comes within masculine and feminine sets, period. You can do this research on your own. So for us to sit up here and say that that is not the right setup and we're going to change it, even from religious folk who say you're not supposed to play God. You're playing God at that point, aren't you? The hypocrisy is very real, family. And the mental illness is too. And these are mental illnesses that are deep within our community, both Black and brown alike, that needs to be addressed. That woman is mentally ill. She's mentally ill and she needs to be held accountable for that. Her handlers, whoever they are, needs to, have a discussion about her, but she's the money cow right now. She's what's hot and she's pushing on the agenda. So, you're not going to see Cardi go to jail. You're not. But that is gonna, once again, insult our Black men, which insults us as well. There is no separation. We can't even see how easily we are being used as tools. As tools, the biggest weapons of mass destruction are within our brains now. It's like on the chessboard, we have been checkmated, and that is through the woman. We have been checkmated mentally. If Black women would truly see the bigger picture, you're not going to heal overnight. Let's be clear. But if you can wake up to the issues and move in accordance with that, we will make some things change within this world. They fear us. They fear the Black family structure becoming one unit again. Because the movements we make together, that's when you see God. That's when you see the God you've been looking for within the Black family. These acts, they are acts of blasphemy, acts of treason to keep us blinded to our true nature, to our true inner God. That's what this is about. As long as they keep attacking us this way and keep pushing this stuff in our face, we will never get in tune with who we are. And the children won't have a future. So we're just doing our part. Stay tuned for tomorrow. They are men, not monsters. I am Jackie Sterner, editor-in-chief. Peace.